Good morning, this is Di. How do you make a vlog? So in the last video, I answered my aunt's questions about what it was to create a blog. Today, we're going to talk about creating a vlog. So making a video blog, you're going to have to do a few more things. For one thing, you're going to need a camera with image stabilization. So if you try to record a vlog and you're walking around and shooting footage, it will look bumpy on most cameras. The new iPhone 6 Plus, the big iPhone, has an image stabilization in it. And the Canon 340 is a camera with image stabilization. Beautiful SLRs that take beautiful footage might take horrible video depending on how still you're going to be standing in every shot and whether you're going to record any commentary where you talk into the camera, because you're flipping it around then and then you're looking at a problem with the stabilization. You also need to think about wind, because that's often a factor when you're on vacation. If you're in a port and you have a lot of wind blowing, you might have to look at a microphone situation. I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I don't know anything about that, but I also know that it sounds horrible when there's wind, and that's footage you end up throwing away. Oh, and here's the other thing. If you're recording video, you're going to have a backup battery because you use up a ton of battery recording video, and you're going to have a huge memory card. I use a 32 gigabyte memory card that I bought during Vlogger Fair when I filled up an 8 gigabyte in about 10 minutes. So you have to have a great big memory card, a backup memory card, a battery. This battery already died while we were shooting, and I have a backup battery that's always in the charger. So it takes a lot more preparation than a blog where you're probably not going to use up so much battery or memory. The issue that I initially faced when I started vlogging was that vlogging takes up a lot of memory. A lot. They're very, very, very big files when you shoot video files. Still, photo files seem to be smaller. And since they're such big files, they will take up your entire computer. And in fact, in order to record today and put it onto my computer, I needed to dump my computer. So I have a duplicate system now, and yes, I learned the hard way, and yes, I have about 10 years of photos and videos that are on broken hard drives. This, my passport, I looked up online after I bought it and found it was a terrible, terrible hard drive and has a good chance of crashing. So I also got this Toshiba, so I have two kinds. And this is the size of external hard drives now, which is really nice. They're just about the same size as my phone. They're a lot smaller, and you have to become adept at dumping and backing up all of your information. And that's going to vary from computer to computer about how that works. But you are going to have to be able to do that to make room on your computer for the giant files that videos are. Aunt Carol wanted to know on my computer what software I'm using and all of those things. That's something that every person who records vlogs does differently, and so I hate to be really specific about what I have. What I have is a really ancient MacBook, and I'm going to show you a little bit, even though we're on a tripod today. Yeah, I'm on a really ancient MacBook. The software I use came with my computer. It's iMovie, and it's not even iMovie 11. It's the old version. I think it's the 09 or earlier version of, yeah, I think it would be the 09 version of iMovie. So on my computer, when I import my photos, it imports all my videos as well. And then I open them up to iMovie, and iMovie has to generate thumbnails for each one of them. So it takes a little time to open iMovie. So I'm opening iMovie now. There we go. And then this always takes a little while we're waiting for it to open. It's updating my events, scanning for new videos. And what we'll do if I have new things loaded is it will generate the thumbnails. When I go to create a project, file, and I create a new project. And it offers me a lot of little templates I can choose from, but I don't use any of them, and I like to go in widescreen, and I don't use any dissolve, so I just create. So now there are thumbnails up here of all the footage that I have available to me to edit. Grab the whole clip, drop it to the project, and then That's where I can make the edits. There's kind of rules about vlogging and about how you make your edits. You want to make sure that there's no spaces between jump cuts. Jump cuts are when you move from one edit to another, and so it's really important that there aren't any spaces, that they're very close together, and that's just one of the things that people who vlog are very careful about, and that it shows in experience when there's big spaces between your edits. Here I'm going to grab another clip and bring it down and insert it into this clip. There we go, insert. I brought in another clip, so now I want to review each clip and play it and cut out, see that little thing at the beginning. I'm going to want to cut that out. You don't want that kind of footage of you adjusting the camera, so I have to cut that out. And then I'll go back to where I start speaking and listen to the very beginning of it, and then start it right before I start speaking. There we go, trim to selection, and I've trimmed it to fit so that now it doesn't start off with me adjusting the camera. Now Hank Green has an entire video about editing his jump cuts and how he does that, so I will link that in the description. Here I'm adding some music. I can select from iTunes. I use all royalty-free music, and I get that on a site, which link is always in the description. And so I'm going to go into the music and add it to my video. I can select titles to put into my video. You can see here where I can select different titles to choose from. So once I get all of that editing done, then I am ready to load it up onto YouTube. And mine actually has a button called Share, and it says Load to YouTube, but that no longer works because of the Google Plus transition. And so I have to export mine into QuickTime. And that usually takes up to about an hour or 2 hours for it to export into QuickTime. And once it's in QuickTime, it creates a file on my desktop. And that's the file that I will upload onto YouTube. So let's go on over to YouTube. Close this. And then using our internet browser, go to YouTube. So now we're at YouTube, and once you've created your YouTube account, you will get a button right at the top of your page that says Upload. You click Upload. Once you go to the Upload page, you go ahead, select Files to Upload, and that's where I'd find, see, I have one called Vlogging, so that's where I would find the vlog. I would go ahead and select for it to upload. It would start uploading, and that would probably take another couple hours. So this would be an issue in port, that it would take up to a couple hours for your vlog to upload. So I know that other vloggers who travel overseas, they often turn their phone into a hotspot, and that's their way of being able to load stuff up, and that they can get bills for hundreds of dollars when they get back to the States for uploading their vlogs. So my suggestion is that you would go ahead and try the blog first and see what you think before you venture into vlogging, or try vlogging from home and see how it works for you. You have to allot a lot of time because you know it's going to take a long time for things to upload. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.